This is my take on the Phlern video that you see in YouTube called How to Create a Graphic Art in Photoshop. I've looked at this video and I have improvised some changes on it, but basically it comes from that video. Today we're going to make this piece of artwork that you see before us, and I'm going to walk you through creating a blank page. I'm going to bridge. I'm grabbing my piece of art, placing it on the board, hitting Control T, transforming it, holding down the Shift key to make sure that it's transformed straight, grabbing the corners and dragging out while holding down the Alt Shift key. It's doing the same here, hitting check to accept it. A little bit off here. Okay. Alright, this is the layer. Now, we're not going to use that layer. We're going to turn it off for now. Okay? Now, if you have artwork and you want to make the artwork a pattern, you hit Edit. Make sure you're on that pattern. Make sure you're on that layer that you want to make a pattern. You hit Edit, Define Pattern. I've already defined this, so I'm not going to do it again, but that's how you would do it. I've already got this piece of artwork defined as a pattern in my Photoshop. Okay, turning that layer off. Coming down here, selecting Pattern, Fill. It pops up to the pattern that I've already defined because I just did it, but as you can see, I've got a bunch of patterns in here. Okay, so this is going to be a pattern. Hitting OK. Now we are looking at this layer, not this layer. Turning that off, making a new layer. Okay. Clicking on this. Making sure the Show Transform controls are on. Dragging out my lines to the center to mark the center point, and I'm using that layer to do that with. Turning it off. Clicking the Marquee tool. Putting my cursor in the center, holding down the Alt Shift and dragging out the marquee. Making sure I'm on the layer. Mask. Inversing the mask or inversing the selection. Now filling with black. Hitting Control Shift I to inverse again. Right clicking the selection. Transforming the selection. Dragging it in. Hitting check. Filling that selection with black by hitting Control Backspace, which will pick it up from whatever's on the bottom here. Right clicking, transforming the selection again, hitting check, filling the selection with white by hitting Alt Backspace, right clicking again, transforming the selection, hitting check, filling the selection with black by hitting Control Backspace, right clicking, transforming the selection, holding down the Alt Shift while dragging the selection in with my mouse, hitting check, filling the selection with white. Done. Right click, transforming the selection, looking at the distance there when I'm transforming, hitting check, filling the selection. Right click, Okay, I'm going to make this layer a smart object. I'm going to put styling on this layer. I'm going to click on this layer. And I'm going to start playing with pattern overlays. I want to show y'all a trick. If you open your box and leave it open and just scroll through, just use your arrow keys, it will bring you through all of your patterns. And that's just a real quick way to scroll through. So let me show you again how I did that. You hit the effects, you hit pattern overlay, and you will have a lot. You click on any pattern, the first pattern, and then you start scrolling with the arrow keys on your keyboard. Okay, and that's all there is to it. I put my text on there, and I think I put graphic. And then I transformed it by doing Control T, holding down the Alt Shift key while dragging it out, the corner out with my mouse, hitting the check box, hitting the V for the move key, or you can click it. Just drag it out as you want, as you see fit. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Thanks.